Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Nottingham Forest Career Mode, and in this one we're nearly in January, so I'm just going to show you a few of the instructions that I put on the players before we go into our first game against Preston, the first being for an attacking midfielder. I'm looking to spend a bit more than what I did in the summer transfer window to try and get some better players in that will help us this season rather than next season. And another one for a defensive midfielder as well. So with Ebersilio being on loan and Williams being on loan, I'm looking to get replacements for both of those players. And as you can see, I also decided to offer Robert Tesche a new contract. That's something I wanted to do since the last episode when I offered Chris Cohen a new deal as well, which he accepted. But we're going to this first game against Preston, a struggling team. I'm pretty sure they're in the bottom three. They have the worst defensive record in the Championship, while we have the best one. So this will be an interesting matchup. I seem to struggle a little bit against teams that don't seem to be doing very well. I only seem to just edge the wins, but we get a good chance early on here with Oliveira. It's straight into the chest of Kirkland though. As you can see here, they have a lot of players back early on, but hopefully we'll get this win. It's a pretty important game really going into January. We want to be on top, or just keeping up with the other teams at the top of the table. And a free kick there from Lansbury. I haven't scored one of those in a while. But we get another chance there through Cohen as well. We were the better team as the game went on, and that was half time. Not much happened, to be honest. Preston didn't really offer anything going forwards. But at the start of the second half, they did start to make some chances, and Beckford here being a bit tricky, giving it to Welsh, who was causing the most trouble in the return leg at the City ground. But I also decided to bring on Chris Burke for Johnny Williams, and they throw it straight to us from this free kick, probably the best chance of the game so far, and Oliveira gives it to Lansbury. He hits the shot, but it's well blocked and it goes over. To say they had the worst defence, they were defending pretty well. And this is probably the best they could come up with Welsh again, playing it across the face of goal, but no one was there to knock it in. But Ward here, a really good dribble, just like in the Middlesbrough game really, getting past a couple of players and causing a lot of trouble, and he gets knocked off the ball. And we have a free kick in the 92nd minute, I think it was, and Lansbury not scored a free kick in ages, and he puts one straight into the back of the net, and we score, and surely we'll win this game now in the 90th minute. Another goal for Henry Lansbury, and we do win it basically straight away. As you can see from the kick-off, nothing happens. It blows full time straight away, and it's a great win, a really important one, as there weren't many chances in that game, but getting the 3 points was vital. So that's fantastic going into the January transfer window. But we do get the news that Andy Reid isn't happy with his play time, which isn't surprising as he hasn't been playing. But we get another training session as well, and Osborne is getting pretty close to a 67 now, which is the same rating as Vaughan, and he actually goes up in this session even though he did get a D, a couple of Bs in there, which is good to see. We haven't had those in a while. We've been getting a lot of season Ds recently, which is unfortunate. But we do have a game before the January transfer window. I forgot about the Bolton game. But we have this one now. Another struggling team really. They held us to a draw at Bolton as we got a goal in the last minute, just like in the last game with a penalty from Henry Lansbury. Well, what a power driver that was there, and a great save from Bentley early on. We did start a Sombalonga as well, as players were tired. I think I also started Reed, I think it might have been, on the left-hand side, I can't remember, or Ward, I think it was actually, sorry. And Lansbury did score not a penalty there straight away, which was good because it was an early goal, but this is awful defending, and Clayton there takes advantage of it and knocks it in for 1-1. To be honest, that was poor defending to say I've got the best defence in the Championship, but Sombalonga here trying to stake a place in the squad, getting beyond the defender there, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he should be finishing it. But like all things with strikers, I can't score, especially one-on-ones. Robert Tesche here, getting past Bratton, and he gets taken out for a penalty just before half-time. Yet another one. I just don't think it's a surprise anymore. I kind of come to expect it in each episode now, at least one penalty. And Lansbury sticks it away, another goal, his second of this episode already. I don't know when his scoring streak will end, but 2-1 just before half time, and that's how it ended. 2-1 is good, I'm happy with that, and to be honest, we improved as the half went on, even though Bolton did come back and equalise. But as I say, players were tired, so I brought on Ben Osborne for basically his first game of the season, as he came on for Robert Tesche. As I say, these first teamers are getting a bit tired because it's two games in about 4 days, I think it was. And Lansbury again with another good chance, which is saved well by Hubka. But Osborne has to go off in the 72nd minute. He's only been on the pitch, what, 20 minutes? And he gets taken out there by Bratton, and Mantian has to come on in his place. I don't know how long Osborne will be out for, but hopefully not long. But Andy Reid also comes on for Henry Lansbury. But here, the goalkeeper, I don't know what he's doing, and Reid takes the ball off him, and I thought, I'll take the mickey, I'll smash it as hard as I can, and I hit the crossbar. I couldn't believe it. But then straight from that, what a volley that is from Ebesilio, and he makes it 3-1. I think I saved the blushes there a little bit of Andy Reid, because I just thought I'd smash it and it just did not work at all. But what a run this is from Mancian here, knocking it past a couple of players and hitting the shot, and it's well saved. But there he is, Andy Reid to knock it in to make it 4-1, making up for his absolutely horrendous miss, which at least we profited from as well. But we nearly make it 5-1 here, as Assombalonga gets the ball, takes it down well actually, and hits the shot. It's another good save, but Andy Reid should be knocking that in for a second. I don't know what he was trying to do there. I wanted him to hit it with his foot, but he's probably not agile enough, to be honest, so he went for it with his head. But it ended 4-1, and to be honest, it was a strange match, because I didn't feel like I was that dominant. It was just that we stuck away our chances this time. Yeah, only 7 shots and 6 on target, and they had 3 shots as well. The possession was pretty close, so to be honest, I was happy with it though, because we've taken our chances there. And Robert Tesche also accepts his contract offer, and Ben Osborne is out for 4 weeks. Thankfully, he's not in the first team. He's not starting at least, so I'm happy about that. That it's to a more fringe player at least. But hopefully, we'll be back stronger soon. And we also get a scout report about Valdivia, I think it was, from Man City. I've never heard of him, to be honest. But I also decided to change the attacking instruction, because we weren't getting a lot of players. But we're also getting transfer offers for Daniel Bentley and Henry Lansbury. I reject this offer. I don't want to sell these players, even though I could probably get quite a lot of money for them. I don't want to sell them. I mean, they're Lyon offering nearly 4 million for Daniel Bentley, who I paid 670,000 for, I think it was. And Lenglet coming in. He's been playing a lot recently, and he's happy with his role in the squad. Also, a nearly £4 million offer for Henry Lansbury from Villarreal, which I do reject. I don't want to be selling any of these players. I reckon I could probably get a lot more for them at the end of the season as well, and they'll probably help us go up to, I mean, nearly 5 million now from Napoli. So I decided to reject all offers for both Daniel Bentley and Lansbury, as I don't want to get rid of them. And also simulate the game against Luton Town. I'm thinking we should thrash this League 2 team, but Matt Mills gets sent off in the 25th minute. I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I don't know what's going to happen here. I want to go through, but we do go through, and even though Luton miss a penalty with 5 minutes left, we do go through 1-0 into the next round, which is fantastic, even though Mills was sent off. Another training session. I'm trying to rotate Osborne and Pinillos a little bit, because they're not playing, but I want to get their ratings up. But Lenglet goes up to a 72, which is fantastic. Pinillos isn't really close, but Bentley's getting there as well. And Britt Assombalonga, the cheek of it, coming in and wanting a pay rise, even though he hasn't scored a league goal this season. I don't know what that was about. But as I said a few episodes ago, I was going to scout Demarai Gray, as I think he's a pretty exciting prospect. He's also probably promising as well. So I'm going to scout him, and also get an update from Germany for Maximilian Meyer, who I think will be on too much wage-wise, but I decided to scout him anyway. And also Mark Stendera, and he looks like a more achievable signing, so I'm going to scout him as well, and he's probably promising too. I think Meyer might just be a bit out of our reach, but he looks a bit more achievable. Also an update from France, we'll get Faraz Balouli, who I decided to scout, along with a couple of other players as well. Marcos Lopez and Adrian all look like exciting young talents, and hopefully we'll be able to sign at least one of those. And PSG also want to come in for Lenglet, but I can't offer with 6 million, as I don't think he's really our best defender, to be honest, even though he's the highest rated. So hopefully we'll see what they come back with as we start this game in January against Cardiff City. And this is probably the best team we've played so far in this episode, especially away from home. And here they have a shot, but I was looking away for a second and I just threw the ball straight to them. And Sardi there, who was a pain in our sides in the last game against them, strikes to make it 1-0. We don't often concede, and that was a pretty poor goal to give away. And we weren't creating a lot of chances either. You can see here, it was just so hard to break them down. But this is probably one of our best chances. We just sort of dawdle on the edge of the box with the ball. Ebesilio finding a shot, but it's blocked and goes straight into the arms of Marshall, who is a pretty good goalkeeper as well. This is probably the best chance of the half, as Tesche puts it past the post. And that was pretty much it. We didn't really offer anything at all. I'm thinking this might be our first loss in about 4 months, I think it was. I don't think we've lost since the Reading game at home, and that is a long time. But here straight away, Williams cutting inside, gets taken out right on the edge of the box, but he does give a penalty. Tell me in the comments if anyone gets as many penalties as this, because it's ridiculous. Look at that force from Williams, that looks awful. But Lansbury takes the penalty and he buries it. It's another good penalty. He's still not missed one this season, so that's fantastic. And somehow we equalise, even though we didn't deserve it. But Cardiff come back, Sardi again on this left-hand side, and somehow the ball finds its way into the arms of Bentley. And again, they just They seemed to walk through us at times, and Jones there hitting the post, and really they should have followed it up with a goal as Cohen somehow got it clear. To be honest, I was feeling that we were going to lose this game. I felt like they were going to score a late goal, but Mendes here getting a great chance to get one himself, but it's wall saved and then cleared by the Cardiff defence. Also decided to bring on Mancienne again, who I was impressed with in the game against Bolton with that assist that he got, more or less, for Andy Reid. And here again, I was thinking, we're going to concede. Jones was a thorn in the side, and then here Amiobi a good turn, and somehow the ball finds its way across the goal, and Daniel Bentley again with an absolutely massive save, and that basically keeps the run going. We were absolutely dominated in this game. I couldn't believe we came away with a point, but we extended the unbeaten run. They had 12 shots to our 8. To be honest, it felt like we had a lot less and they had a lot more than that. But after that, we had another training session with the same players as last time, as I decided to keep Pineos on, as he's not really close to going up just yet. And he also goes up in 3 stats, so that's fantastic as he edges ever closer. But Bentley also goes up to a 75. As I said, I don't want to sell him because I feel like his rating will go up and his value will go up quite a lot. We also won't get any plays for the defensive midfield instruction because I want to get someone like Ebesilio. So I changed it and I got Eric Dyer, who I think will be on a lot of money. But he's a really interesting player. I think he would be a good signing, but he's on a lot of money, and I don't know how realistic that would be to sign him. And here we have, I think it was Ben Osborne coming back from injury. As I say, he'll be in training pretty soon. Hopefully, we can get him back in the squad. And we also lost Jonathan Williams. We lost Jonathan Williams as he went back to his parent club. I knew it would happen soon, so I decided to offer a short-term loan with a £2 million deal at the end of it. So let's see what they come back with. But that is the end of the episode, and Henry Lansbury top with 15 goals so far. It's an absolutely amazing return, and Nelson Oliveira still there with 5 assists at the top of the pile with the assists. And then looking at the table, we're now 3rd, which is fantastic, only a point off of 2nd, so hopefully we'll be getting in the top 2 very soon if our run continues. We also have a few games in the next one. I think it's going to be 2 games that I'm going to play and then simulate the cup game. So I've got Charlton and Burnley in the league and also QPR in the cup. I feel like I'm going to simulate that because there's going to be a lot of signings hopefully and a lot of transfer activity going on. So the episode will be quite long even without the games. So I hope you look forward to that. But that is the end of the episode. And if you like this one, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe if you're new for the next one. And I'll see you then.